Hello, good afternoon, and welcome. My name is Jennifer Bento-Pinion. I'm here at MEFA on the college planning team as director of MEFA Pathway. And just a couple of housekeeping items before we get started. I will keep everyone on mute throughout the presentation. And also, this session is being recorded. And so following this session, I will send an email with a link to the recording, and then you'll have my contact information if you have any questions. So today we're going to take, I don't know, about 15 minutes or so. We're going to be highlighting the feature of how to connect assessment results to a career search. So for those of you that aren't familiar with MEFA Pathway, MEFA Pathway is an extension of all the great resources that MEFA has to offer. MEFA Pathway is a cost-free, comprehensive college and career planning online web portal. It's available for students in grades 6 through 12. MEFA Pathway is an engaging, intuitive, interactive program that supports and guides post-secondary planning for all types of students. So it's been proven that early exploration and discovery is beneficial as it allows for students to start identifying and assessing how their interests, their values, their skills, favorite subjects and talents align with a possible career path. And MEFA Pathway helps facilitate this. So when a student creates an account in grades 6, 7, or 8, they will see activities appropriate for those grades. And then when they progress to grade 9, their MEFA Pathway account transitions with them seamlessly. So they will see additional activities than previously completed. So it's very easy for a student to register an account. And then based on the student's year of graduation is what will allow the student to view that age-appropriate content. So here we are on our main page here, mefapathway.org, and the student registration process is very, very simple. So student just clicks, I am a student, and then as a first-time user, they will register an account. They type in their basic information, first name, last name, the city or town that they live in, and then the school that they attend as well. And they create a username, they create a password. They do have to have a working email address in order to create an account. So if they forget their password or need to reset that, they can do so by their email, or they also create 2 security questions during the registration process. They can reset their password through that way as well. So very simple registration process. And after they create their credentials, when they come in, they just click that I am a student, put in their credentials, and then they log in. So when a student logs in, they will see, they're brought to this is their dashboard, which is a personal homepage that offers suggested activities based upon the student's grade level. So as you can see here, my student here, Alice, this is my test account. She's a grade 11 student. So this allows a student to see clear guidance of next steps and alerts. And also on the dashboard, the students have access to these suggested activities for ease, intuitive next steps, helps the student navigate through the platform and encourages progress as well. Okay, so we're going to focus on those assessments and connecting those results to the career search. So let's go over to Discover Careers here. This is where our focus will be here today. So within the Discover Careers pages, students can learn more about themselves and the careers that might fit them best. MEFA Pathway's career information demonstrates opportunities that exist in Massachusetts, allowing connectivity between career goals and career opportunities across the Commonwealth. MEFA Pathway has made great progress in accessing and utilizing localized data for students and continues to promote a more granular display for students with further geographical opportunities. So MEFA Pathway encourages students to identify that best course to achieve post-secondary success, whether that's through apprenticeships, technical certifications, technical colleges, community college, universities, the military, or a direct path to the workforce. We know that students they're not all on that same path. So MEFA Pathway really embraces all of those different opportunities. All right, so let's look at our assessments here. So there are 3 assessments within MEFA Pathway. So we have within the get to know yourself, we have what are your interests, what are your work values, and what are your skills. So the interest assessment and the work values assessment, those results automatically will populate onto the career search page. And I'll show you that in just a moment. But let's look at the what are my interests? What are your interests assessment first. So this interest assessment has 30 activities. So the student can retake these assessments as many times as they like. So I'll click get started here just to show you what this looks like. So this provides, let's see, so what they do here is they look at the activity and then they rate that activity from the very sad face to the very happy face. So they go through the 30, it brings them automatically to the next activity and they rate that activity. So I'm just obviously doing this very randomly. Let's get to the end here. I'm just clicking away. I'm not even reading, but hopefully your students will read these activities and think about them and rate them according to their interest level. Okay, so here we go. We're just developing new medicines, paint set, examine blood samples. So as you can see, it's quite a variety of activities for the students to go through here. So let me just chemical, look at managed department store. All right, getting to the end here. Okay, so once we get to the end, we're all finished. We want to see our results. So when we get to our results page, this provides students their ranking of the 6 personality types. So realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, conventional. And the results are based on obviously how they rated those activities. So based on what I just went through that activity there, those 30 activities, we have our top 3. So investigative, artistic, and conventional are the top 3 results based on the rankings of those activities. So now the student can read a little bit more about a little summary of these results. But from here is where the student can really start to look at different careers based upon their results. So to start with, just from this page right here, the student can say, okay, conventional, I'd like to see, click on related careers to this particular result. So as you can see, we have a small list of careers related to conventional. Student can then click on, let's see, let's look at, click on sociologist. And so when we click on sociologist, it will bring us to the details page of this particular career. So up at the top, just a general summary, career category that this career falls into, education level required, projected growth, median wage by annual and hourly. And then as we scroll down here, you'll see that it really gets into the nitty-gritty of this particular career, daily tasks, work activities. Many of our careers offer a video. They're typically 90 seconds or so, where the student can click on the video and listen to a person speak about what they do for this particular career. All of the information on the careers comes from ONET, and this is updated yearly, so everything's nice and current in the system here. So preparation, knowledge, etc. So great details page. So now if the student thinks that they would like to save this career to their career list, they just click save. And I'll show you what that career list looks like in just a moment. So that's the interest assessment. Let's go back to your get to know yourself and let's look at the values assessment. What are your work values? So the format of this assessment is a little bit different, but again, the student can retake these assessments as many times as they like. So that's important too, because when they're retaking the assessments, they're honing in on trends and differences of their results. You know, maybe they're getting the same results every time that they take these assessments, and that's an important thing to note. Or maybe they're different throughout the years, throughout their and they can start taking these assessments. This is available for students in grade 6 now as well, 6, 7, 8, all through the high school years. Okay, so the student can look at the value, I make use of my ability, and then they rate it from least important to most important. So they just click on the little plus sign and then the next value pops up. So they get through that. There's 20 values here. And then when they can even move them around once they get them down below here. So they get through and let's just do this completely random again. And just to show you what it looks like, I'm just clicking again, totally random. Make your own decisions, give directions. And now we want to see our results. So same sort of process, although a different format for this assessment. And as you can see, top 3 values appear, and then a little summary of each of the values that may appear. And again, then they can see the related careers. Okay, so once the student saves their results from the interest and the values assessment, let's jump over to the main career search page, because I would like to show you how the student can apply those results to a larger career search. So this is the main career search page. So as you can see on the left-hand side here, we have the career categories that the student can check off if they like. Career categories are otherwise known as career clusters. But what I'd like to show you is how the student applies those results. So the student has saved the results from the interest assessment. They're going to click Use My Interests. Top 3 results are automatically checked off, and a corresponding list of careers, as you can see here. So it goes from a very, I don't even know how many, there's a lot, quite a few careers within the system, but based on the results of my interest assessment, now we're down to 260 that appear in a list here. So now I'd like to apply my values. So I completed that and saved my values results. And now I've just click Use My Values and have applied automatically those results. And now, as you can see, the number of careers that are found is bumped down to 128. So now, to go even further, the student can apply a career category if they've kind of honed in on a career category, or they can also apply an education level. So let's just, as an example here, I'm going to click on vocational training or 2-year degree. So now, as you can see, we're down to 14 careers found based on that criteria. So let's look at, let's check out web developer. So again, you can see web developer, you can see the summary, and then a very detailed page here. And as we scroll down, you can see that the student can look at how does this career match to you. So based on their interests and values results, how does that match up to this particular career in the way of interests and work values? So again, the student can save this career if they'd like to their career list. And let me show you what the career list looks like. So our student Alice here has added, currently she has 16 careers on her list based on the career exploration and discovery that she's done within the activities here in MEFA Pathway. And so the student can look at their list. They can expand out the description of the career if they like, just kind of a little short summary. But what's important on this page is that the category is identified in this column here. So as a student is adding careers onto their list, and maybe it's 20, 30 careers long in grade, in the earlier grade levels, and then maybe they're adding, editing or deleting careers off their list. But what they're looking at is the category that appears commonly. So our student here, Alice, there are quite a few of the careers that she's added that she may be interested in that fall into that STEM category. So, maybe that is a path that the student would like to take. But again, the student is doing a lot of that research within this platform, tying in those interests, tying in the subjects that they like, tying in the work values, their skills, and developing a post-secondary plan. All right, so I thank you for joining today. Again, I will follow up with an email that will have my contact information along with a link to the recording of this webinar. So feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions. And yeah, as a student, have your student come in and create an account in MEFA Pathway. And again, this is just one little feature, one of the many great features that is offered within the platform. So certainly come in and take advantage. All right, thanks so much and have a great day.